What is up, you guys? So recently I did a react video to a Night Talk podcast, and now apparently there's a part 2. Off title, I don't agree. Let's get into it.
I'm basically under the idea that anybody, no matter who you are, no matter where you start, can get where you want to get.
Absolutely. The victim mind state holds everybody back, and society's brainwashing motherfuckers to have this victim mind state. There's going to be obstacles for you, granted, you know what I'm saying? But there's nothing holding you back.
It's either go out and get what the fuck you want, or don't, and fucking sit on your ass and do nothing and say it's because of this, it's because of that.
Yeah. What can I say? I see a lot of, especially in the red pill community, that basically anybody can be rich, anybody can be famous. Life is full of struggles. No one is absolved from having any type of issues in life. You have the mindset of just like, woe is me. You're not going to be as successful as someone and they're like, yo, I'm going to work my butt off to get out of this situation. Like, I'm not going to say that, you can grind your whole entire life and you'll be successful. You could look at a lot of basketball players who may not have gone to the NBA but pursued their education and they're successful in other ways. And even how we rate success as a country, right? If you have, a decent paycheck, a house you're happy with, and peace of mind, I would say that you're successful.
Whatever they call me, a fucking
trader.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a house nigga or a fucking Uncle Tom.
Anybody who has called somebody an Uncle Tom and haven't read Uncle Tom's Cabin, y'all need to read it because y'all clearly don't know what you're talking about.
Like, you ain't black. Because I see the world I see the world the way I see the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like disrespectful as shit, but I'm really trying to help you. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you will get out your own way, I'm really trying to help you, but nah, I'm black, I can't do shit. Like, bro, like, what is it that you can't do?
Being a black metalhead who grew up playing golf and riding a skateboard, I grew up in a very strict Christian household. My boyfriend makes fun of me all the time because I love me some Animal Planet. Steve Irwin, Jeff Corwin, The Most Extreme. I love these shows. But when you're in high school and that's what you find enjoyment out of versus everybody else who finds enjoyment from the Kardashians, Jersey Shore, it's really hard to fit in. Just because you go against the grain does not mean it's a bad thing. In fact, I find people who don't get out of their comfort zone and try new things, I don't like to be around them.
We have two types of racism. We have two types of misogyny. We have two types of sexism. We have two types of homophobia. It's the politically correct version of that, where you said something that just hits the ear wrong, and now you're deemed a misogynist, racist, or sexist.
Which is irrelevant.
And then you have the real shit. The worst. So I was wondering where the real shit still goes.
We saw the real shit when we lived in North Carolina. Dude, there was some
not
really fucked up racist people down there, dude. Like, really fucked up racist people.
I prefer the hard racism because at least I know what you're thinking. There are those people who are subtle. I don't know how you're moving right now. It's just me if I'm tripping or what.
You just can't call out bullshit anymore. So, like, people can't comprehend that. Like, let's take abortion, for example. That, like, you can have the perspective of, like, yeah, I think pro-choice is a thing, and I also think pro-life is a thing. But people vilify your perspective and be like, oh, that means we're going to put him in this box. If he's pro-choice, that means he's this, this, and this. They don't want you to be able to just, like, bullshit and just talk about it.
Like, to me, it's just like a fail-safe for women to fucking be irresponsible, because the majority of pregnancies occur from women being not responsible. The chances of them dying from it or the baby being in trouble, that's a minority of situations. Like to me, at the end of the day, women can do what the fuck they want with their body. I guarantee you, 98% of the women out here that got pregnant knew there was a possibility of them getting pregnant. And they knew abortion's available for them to get rid of that baby. Take abortion away. Are these women still gonna get pregnant? Mm-hmm. I bet you they're gonna move a little different because pregnancy or abortion's off the table now.
I would agree the government should not tell you what to do with your body. However, the baby can technically live without the mother, like, very early on. Like, my dad was a preemie. He was the size of a soda can, and he managed to survive. I'm a little bit more like it was between the baby and the mother. Save the mom. But yeah, like, it's definitely going to cause you to move a little bit different if you know that the consequences of your actions can't be fixed.
Hey, did you ever think to yourself, hey, if I just stay with the music reactions, I'll never get heat from anybody? Was that something you had to take into consideration when you wanted to become outspoken on some of these matters?
I feel empowered by motherfuckers coming from my throat, though. That means I'm really doing something. People are feeling some type of way about me talking about my observation, my perspective, and my truth, and get mad about it. I'm doing something right. But I'm at the point where you fuck with me, you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that if we can't even have a conversation and disagreements or whatever the fuck, there's no, that's the big problem to me. Like, we can't even, you have an opposing position on something, I do too. We can't have a fucking discussion about it.
We are a family of debaters. We love a good debate. And one of the things that my dad told us is that you should be able to sit across from anybody, like not fight, but get all up in each other's faces because you guys both feel really strongly about a subject. And then right after all the argument and everything settled down, y'all should be able to go grab a beer. Unfortunately, we live in a very polarized society where people think if you speak about something that isn't necessarily how everybody else feels, then you are someone to be shunned. You saw news reports of people losing family members and friends just because they chose our political candidate. I struggled a lot because I was so concerned about what people thought of me because I did play golf. I did like metal music. I did like riding a skateboard. I realized that all the people around me that I cared so much about their opinion, they no longer were in my life. They don't even care. Right? The people who care will stay and the people who don't will leave. And if you just are okay with people leaving, you'll be fine. People who love you will love you.